Hi everyone, Amanda here with Unwind Flow Yoga for today's flow practice on the heart chakra or Anahata chakra. This chakra represents a bridge between the first three chakras in the lower body to the upper three chakras in the upper body. It's also connected to love, of course, as well as compassion, hope, trust, and forgiveness. So for today's practice, we'll be looking at our heart center in a 360-degree way. So the front of our chest, sides of our rib cage, as well as our back body. So as we move through our practice, I'll be reminding you to direct your breath into these areas. And we'll start off by directing our intention to our back body in child's pose. So meet me there. Take your knees together, big toes to touch. Slide the arms forward, and if possible, rest the forehead down on the mat. If the mat is too far away, you can always bend the forearms and stack the forehead onto the palms. Otherwise, keeping the arms long, and think about dropping the chest in between your extended arms, allowing softness through the front body, and thinking about how the back body protects the front. Bringing our awareness to our breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Continuing here with this smooth, even breath, noticing where the breath travels in the body while you're in child's pose, and see if you can make that connection to your heart center in this 360-degree way. Taking another cycle or two of your breath. And then as you're ready, slowly walk the hands in. We'll come over into a kneeling position, getting ready for a side stretch. So I'm starting off kneeling here, and then I'm going to take the hips over to the right side of the mat. And I stack my top leg, my left leg, the shin onto the arch of the bottom foot. From there, grow taller, grounding down through both sitting bones, preparing for our side stretch. We'll start off going to the left. So left fingertips on the floor, right arm reaches up and overhead. Maybe look up and feel the expansion on the right side of the chest. Stay with your breath there. Inhale. Exhale, slowly switching sides. Right hand is going to come down to the floor. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Once again, adjusting so we have some space along the left side of the chest. Rather than forcing this sense of opening, see if you can melt into it, creating space in an up direction as we switch sides. Coming back to that first side, left hand to floor, right arm's going to reach up. Noticing a renewed sense of space on this side. Coming back through center so we can switch sides here. Sit back on the heels and then take the hips over to your left, adjusting the feet. Lower body feels comfortable and grounded as we take our side stretch over to our right side first. So right hand comes down towards the floor, left arm reaches up and overhead. Since we stretch both sides, we already have a little bit of space, so using that to your advantage here as we switch sides, taking the left hand down towards the floor, right arm reaches up. Think about lifting up rather than down. And then as you're ready, slowly coming back to that first side stretch. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. Beautiful work, everyone. Coming back through center, and then take yourself onto hands and knees. We're going to be setting up for some cat and cow breath here, and using the intention that we're leading with the heart here. So as you inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, feel the back body rounding, creating spaciousness along the back of the heart center. Moving through a few cycles. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, back body rounds. Even feeling the spaciousness here through the side body, side of the rib cage. Bring it back to neutral, getting ready for downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under. Give the legs a walk side to side. Waking up through the backs of the legs. Finding a still down dog, and then bring your awareness to the heart center in this shape. So we're changing our orientation now. Hips are higher than the heart. Still breathing in 360 degrees. And then on that next inhale, we'll start to walk forward, leading with the heart. We'll practice that a couple times throughout class. Inhale to lift, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise, lift all the way up. Heart leads the journey towards Tadasana. Hands to heart center. Getting ready for our standing flow. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, round the spine as you fold forward. Lead with the chest here, lift halfway. Exhale, lower back down. Step your left foot back, left knee to floor. Inhale to rise, heart leads, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to floor. Step back towards a kneeling position. From here, walk the hands in, come to stand on our knees. Toes are tucked under, take a breath in. On an exhale, we're gonna sweep our left arm back, reach towards the left heel. See if you can find it or just reach. Keep the chest squared towards the front of the room, so draw the right shoulder back behind you. On an inhale, left arm lifts up to switch sides. Right arm is gonna sweep back, reach towards the right heel, see if you can find it. Lifting the chest proud. And then exhale, both hands find the floor. We're gonna lower all the way down. Bending the elbows, dropping the front body to meet the mat, and then inhale to lift the chest up for cobra pose. Just a baby cobra, just warming up. Feeling that heart melt sensation, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Finishing off our lunge flow here. Right foot is gonna step forward, left knee meets the mat. Inhale, rise. Arms lift, heart lifts. And then as you exhale, hands find the floor. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold forward. This time, we'll step our right foot back behind us, preparing for a low lunge. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up. Noticing that core and chest awareness as you take the hands back towards the ground. Come into that kneeling position once again. We'll try that modified camel. Take a breath in. On an exhale, sweep the left fingers back behind you. Notice you trust yourself to find the heel. Inhale to lift the left arm back up. Exhale, right arm reaches down. See if you can find a lift in the chest. Inhale, come back through center, both arms rise. And then exhale, hands meet the floor. Bend the elbows to lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, chops the feet down, lift up cobra pose, maybe a little higher for your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Finishing off that second side, left foot is going to step in between the hands, right knee is going to lower down. Lead with the heart here. Use the strength of the legs to rise the upper body. And then exhale, hands find the floor. Big step forward, right foot meets the left, coming into your forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way up. Big stretch here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Give yourself a pause. Let's interlace the fingers behind us here. Reach the knuckles away. Getting ready for a forward fold. So enjoying a chest opener here. And then soften the knees as you fold forward. Knuckles lift up and overhead. Allow the chest to drop. Stay with your breath here and bend the knees as much as you need. Allowing gravity to do the work here. And then as you're ready, release the clasp with the hands, drop the arms down towards the floor. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way up, big stretch. Exhale, hands through heart center. Release the hands by the sides. Getting ready for our next flow sequence here. Coming into Tadasana, palms forward, proud chest. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Lead with the heart. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back behind you, getting ready for crescent lunge here. Using the strength of the legs to rise the upper body. On an exhale, fold halfway forward, lead with the chest, coming into an arrow shape. And then choose your option. If you'd like to come into warrior three, coming into a balance. Exhale, left toes tap the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. On an inhale, coming into warrior two, widen the feet, line up heel to arch, and look over your right fingertips. Next breath in, reverse your warrior. And then on an exhale, we're going to come into a low lunge twist. Hands will find the floor, left knee taps down, left hand stays, and then take your right arm up towards the ceiling. Open the right side chest. Feel the support where you're touching the mat that allows your upper body to lift up and open. On an inhale, come back up through center. We're going to try a more open twist. So see if you can use your trust to lift your right arm to find your left heel. Keeping the chest open, using your support, trusting that you have this. Exhale, hands find the mat. We're going to lift the right leg up for wild thing. So starting off by bending the knee, stack the hips, open it up. And then if you like, you can take the right foot all the way down towards the mat, lift the hips up, and then release the right arm up and forward. Coming into a nice chest opening sensation here before the right hand finds the floor and we meet in downward facing dog. From here, we're going to step forward, so softly bending the knees, leading with the chest to walk one foot and then the other back up to the top of your mat. On an inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up, arms lift. Exhale, hands through heart center, pause there, Tadasana. All right, trying the sequence on the left side now. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lead with the heart, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold forward. Walk the right foot back this time, preparing for your crescent lunge. Strong through the feet. Lead with the chest to lift up. Arms rise. On an exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Chest leans forward. Stay here or lift the back foot up, warrior three. Trust yourself in this little bit of flight here. Take a breath in and then exhale, toes find the floor, lift up for a crescent lunge before transitioning towards warrior two. Widening the legs here, shoulders stack over the hips, bend into your left knee, knee over ankle. On that next inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up and overhead. And notice the side stretch sensation here on your left. All right, windmill the hands down towards the floor. Right hand will plant, right knee down. Take your left arm, reach it up and overhead. We'll try that option once again where we're going to switch our twist where our right arm is going to reach back for our left arm is going to reach back for our right leg. When you're ready, you can start to lift yourself up. So nice and slow here. Left arm finds right ankle. Trust yourself, you can find it. And then your right arm will reach up towards the ceiling, coming into this back bend here. On an exhale, hands find the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pause. And then this time we'll take a vinyasa. If you'd like, come forward to plank, lower down, lift up for your cobra pose, exhale, downward facing dog. Notice if it feels good to do a familiar back bend. And then we'll come into our wild thing here. So lift the left leg up and overhead, step it behind you, find the floor, lift the chest. You've got this. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, on that next inhale, we'll look forward, walk the feet towards the hands, come towards a forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale to rise, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, hands through heart center, pause. So we're going to move through that sequence once more, but moving on our breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Step your left foot back, preparing for crescent lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, flow the arms behind you, arrow. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, crescent lunge. And then inhale, warrior two. Land the left heel, widen the arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge twist. We'll stay here longer as we come into our upright twist variation. Inhale slowly takes you up. Right hand finds left heel, left ankle, lift the left arm up. Exhale, both hands find the floor. We're getting ready for that three-legged dog. So right leg will lift, and then step it towards the outside of your mat, coming into your back bend. Hips lift, chest open, wild thing. Exhale, plant the right hand, step back, downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa here or pause. Option is yours. Finding a back bend, and then lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. We'll repeat on the left side. So bend the knees, look forward, walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, we'll step our right foot back this time, preparing for crescent lunge. Lift the arms. And then exhale, arms sweep behind you, open chest. Inhale, warrior three, find the balance. On an exhale, toes find the floor, crescent lunge. Inhale, inhale, warrior two, pause. Exhale, reverse warrior. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, right hand finds the floor, coming into your low lunge twist. Take a pause here. Choose if you'd like to transition to that upright back bend, finding the right heel with the left hand. It might take you a second to find it. Trust that you have it, and if you don't find it right away, forgive yourself. Exhale, hands find the floor. We have our three-legged dog. Left leg rises. Bend the knees, stack the hips, finding your wild thing here. Lifting the right arm, or the left arm, sorry, up and overhead. Exhale, plant the left hand. Lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Once again, option for your vinyasa here. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees find the floor. From here, we're going to come into child's pose or puppy pose. Puppy pose will give you more of that melting heart option. So if you're coming into puppy pose or anahatasana, the hips stay above the knees here as you extend the arms forward, similar to child's pose here, but you can see there's a much longer angle in the upper body, fingertips towards the hips, and then we're dropping the chest in between the arms. You want the forehead to be supported, so if the forehead meets the floor, that's great. If not, you can always grab a prop for underneath, and then just stay with it here. On that next breath, we'll slide forward to lie prone all the way on the belly. Give yourself a moment to settle here. Heart is making connection with the floor, so getting that sensation that you are supported by the ground beneath you. On that next breath in, let's tuck the toes under, make our way back into a kneeling position. So we did that modified Ustrasana camel pose towards the beginning of class. Now we're going to come into one round of full camel. If you'd like to do more than one round, I encourage you to press pause and repeat on the video. Otherwise, inhale to take the arms up, feeling like you have a helium balloon attached to the chest, keeping the chest lifted over the hips and the knees. And then take the fingertips back to find the heels. For extra chest opening, find the hands on the inner edge of the heels. Press the heels out as the heels press back into the hands. That'll get you more into the side of the chest. A little extra spice for your back bend here. Keeping the chest lifted. When you're ready, take one hand and then the other towards the chest, sinking back onto the heels, pausing there. Notice the sensations that you feel. Feeling like a little shot of espresso into the body right now, feeling things stirred up and warm. Giving yourself this moment to settle here before we make any other postures, allowing our back bend to land in the body. Once again, if you'd like to do another round, feel free to pause the video here, go back about a minute, and then try your camel pose again. From here, we'll make our way into our final pose, the shape we'll use for Shavasana. So grab onto your yoga blanket, start by rolling up one edge of it. So you have a roll that's just about an inch or two wide. We don't want anything too thick. And then we're going to line up the roll with the bottom of our shoulder blades. If you're wearing a sports bra or anything right now, it'll line up with the band of the sports bra. And then we lie back onto it so we feel a gentle lift in the rib cage. Arms can come out into a T or a cactus. Legs can be bent or legs straight. The option is yours. And this is a pose that we're going to stay in for just about the remainder of our practice. So making any adjustments that you need to make this somewhere that you can stay for a few moments. And then once you've arrived, start to notice the breath. Notice how the sensation changes, just with a gentle lift towards the back of the chest. The head is completely rested on the floor, so if you feel like the floor is far away or you feel any tension in the neck, always feel free to unroll the blanket a little bit so your roll is a little bit lower to the ground. And then before we drift all the way into Shavasana, we'll do a little breath work all together just to really tap into our breath here and the emotional side of our heart chakra. We're going to come into Viloma 1 pranayama, which just means a 3-part breath. So we will take our natural inhale, but divide up our exhale into third segments. So the first third will be clearing the breath through the nose and the face, and the second third will be clearing the breath through the throat. The last third will be clearing the breath through the chest and the abdomen. So when you're ready, take a breath in. On an exhale, just let 1/3 of the breath go and then take a pause. Let go of the next 1/3 of breath. So you're about 2/3 empty. And then exhale completely. Take a full cycle of your breath in. Exhale 1/3. Pause. Exhale 2/3. Pause. Exhale the final third. Pause. Take your inhale all the way in. We'll do one more cycle like that. Exhale the breath 1/3. Exhale 2/3. Exhale that final third of breath. Take a full breath in. Exhale naturally. And then pause here for a few moments in Shavasana. Slowly beginning to deepen your breath. Start by wiggling fingers, toes, circle wrists, circle ankles. Move the head gently side to side. Bend one knee and then the other. Bend one arm, use it as a pillow as you roll over onto one side, being mindful of your prop. When you're ready, slowly start to press yourself up into a comfortable seated pose. Finishing off our class all together. Let's take one hand to the heart, one hand on the belly. Reconnecting to our heart center and our heart chakra. The energy of the Anahata. Breathe into the hands. Extend gratitude to yourself for making it to your mat today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.